funny the way you tell a story and everything.
Funny how? What's funny about it?
Just
What?
You talk funny.
You mean, let me understand this, because, maybe it's me. I'm a little fucked up, maybe, but I talk funny how? How do I talk funny? I talk funny like a clown? I amuse you?
Get the fuck out of here, Sharon.
No, we got a show to do, you stutter and prick ya.
Welcome to We Tawk Funny, a weekly hour-long podcast hosted by Sharon Pfeiffer and Joe Rubo. A show that's less about the way they talk and more about what they talk about. WTF, a show about entertainment, celebrity, comedy, culture.
Welcome to another episode of the We Talk Funny podcast here at the world-famous Podcast Junkie Studios in Boca Raton.
Woohoo!
Good to see Eric.
Yes.
Eric, our producer today.
Yes, Eric, our producer.
Sherry and Tony are back.
Yeah, Ben is playing hooky again.
And we have to say hello to
Yeah.
the beautiful Sharon Pfeiffer.
And the ultra handsome Joe Rubberdick.
How did you know?
Well,
Another week. What are we, 42, 43?
I believe this is 42, right, Eric?
All right.
Eric should know. 42, right?
Yeah.
42, Kimasabi. Yep.
More than my
How do you
age.
like that? Doesn't it feel like it went pretty fast?
Yes, it has.
I feel like it went pretty fast.
Very fast. It was,
And then some weeks it drags.
No. The hours go so fast, and the weeks are going. It's before you know it, it's Tuesday. It's like, oh, I can't do nothing tonight. I have to go do the podcast.
But you know what? I
look
look
forward
forward
to
to it. You said it. We said it. This at Jinx.
We said
the same moment.
and we said it last week. Remember?
Oh my God.
We look forward to
We look
coming
forward.
here.
It's really what I look forward to the most.
Sharon took me out for my birthday last week. Pizza, wine was very
Yeah.
good. We had very
such good wine.
Oh my God! Yeah, I was buzzed from.
Oh man, it was so good.
And,
right?
we both said how much we love coming here every week and how we're gonna.
Yeah, we went to How You Doin'.
Yep.
We had wonderful wine, right?
Wine and
It
talk.
was so good.
Yes. Very
Yeah, so shout out How You Doin' again, as usual.
good stuff. Good pizza.
Good stuff, good pizza.
And great wine.
Yeah, and it was wonderful. So salute again to you for your birthday.
Thank you.
Here's
Thanks
to you.
again.
Here's to you. How you doing? I like your mug. We talk funny.
I got it out of the car finally. We
Yeah,
gave it
it's
to me as a
about
gift
fucking
a while.
time. Jerk off.
Isn't she lovely?
So wait, I have to have a butthole.
I'm tired of drinking
I
a dirty
haven't.
cup every week.
I don't think I had my buttholes last week. I don't think I had them the week before. Hang on.
Wait, you got to explain.
I'm going to explain what they are.
Explain.
Don't you worry. We're going to explain to our guest.
Yes.
But one thing I want to talk about really quickly. On my way here. First of all, do you judge people by their car?
Yes.
Okay. I try not to. Like, if I see a luxury car, and meaning that's a broad spectrum, right? So you go, I'm not going to say Mercedes because, but like, what's above a Mercedes? What would you say? What's the
probably-
next level up?
Probably a Rolls Royce or Bentley. Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
That's the next level?
Yeah. What else is there?
I don't know. I think a Maserati is
No, that's under.
under a Mercedes.
Yes.
I don't believe that.
I've had them both.
Really?
Mercedes more money. Well, it
Really?
depends on the Mercedes you're driving too.
Well, I'm like, I don't have a fancy
Yeah.
Mercedes.
No.
But anyway, like
Yes, you do.
the higher up, the upper class.
Stop being modest.
Like I love a Bentley. I love like I don't know. I just think those people are in a different level. Like I don't even look at those cars because I'm like, nope, whatever. But there's other cars that when I see them on the road and like I immediately classify them. Like for
you know how
instance-
they're going to drive.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like if I see a minivan, I'm like,
If I see a Toyota Corolla, they're always 25 miles an hour.
how about do you generalize when you see an Altima?
Same thing.
I do. I totally generalize. But here's the thing that set me off today, and it does every single time. When I'm behind a Tesla, or when a Tesla whips around me, or when a Tesla does anything on the road, I immediately let it rip. And you guys already know my mouth and the way that I curse. Well, I have a special little column of curse words just for Tesla.
Just for
drivers.
Tesla? Oh. What did he do to you? Cut you off? Or?
Yeah. I'm Palmetto Park Road. And I was like, what are you doing, you little dick? And they didn't get anywhere faster than I did because the light turned red and we were both, and I want to invent a thing where you put in your passenger side windows, right? That, when you get in your car, then you have them there, and like when someone does something, you just put, you can like light it up.
They have one.
I want it.
I'm gonna get it for you. It's a middle finger that lights up.
No, I want more than a finger. I want like you're a jerk.
Oh,
you're
you want
this,
you want like the
thing.
the sign thing,
Right? The thing that goes brrr, like the LED, brrr, I want that for both sides. So if they, which you decide.
Fucking asshole.
Yeah, but anyway, so enough about that because we got to get to our guest because I'm so excited about tonight's guest, Joe.
Me too.
I am so excited about tonight's guest.
Me too. I got here early today.
I know you did. You got here before me, which I'm so impressed. And you actually drive a really cool car. Your car, everyone knows you're on the road. Your car goes,
ticket.
Like it makes so much noise. I sat in his car once and I was like, I could throw Bob away now. But anyway, so tonight's guest is a dynamic lady. And I have known her. We were trying to figure out how long I know her. But I do believe I met her in 2008. So I'm not good with math, but it's almost 20 years. So I met her as she was my talent agent. And that's how I first met her. So I'm not going to say much more than that because I want to let the things come out of all the things that this woman has done. But she is a talent agent here in South Florida. Anyone down in South Florida knows this woman. And without further ado, we're just going to bring her on. Her name is Dona Kay Waterman. Woo! She's laughing. She's snorkeling. She's laughing.
I'm a snorter.
I used to be. No, I gave it up.
He used to be. He got in trouble for it.
Oh, I have to.
Donna,
Yes.
welcome to We Talk Funny podcast.
Oh, this is going to be a funny one.
It's so wonderful to see you. You look phenomenal.
Yeah, you don't change.
You don't change a bit.
Oh, just get older.
Well, we all are, right? We all are. Thank
far
God.
older than you kids.
Well,
You're
not,
kids.
Not all right. Well, I'll take that. I love it. Somebody calls me a kid. Thank you. Thank you.
I don't look my age. Well, I look my age, but I don't act my age.
You don't act your age.
I
and
don't
that's
act my
what's
age.
beautiful about
Who does, right?
That's what's beautiful. So tell us, just for the people who are watching and who don't know you personally, tell the audience, how long have you been a talent agent?
I started as a talent agent in 1990.
Okay, 1990. And can you tell us what exactly does a talent agent do?
It represents talent for film. We represent talent for film, television, commercials, print, etc. And I send talent on castings.
Okay, so when you say talent, you mean actors, singers,
Actors,
comedians,
correct.
all the people in the entertainment
And
field.
I love newcomers.
Right.
Sometimes newcomers are the best.
Right, because they're not jaded by the business.
Right.
They haven't learned too much. They're just raw talent, right?
That is correct. And
Right.
I'm also, as a talent agent, you're also a psychiatrist.
Oh, yeah, of course you are.
You're
Because
listening to
all
everybody's
their
problems. Yes.
Right?
Oh my, yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
So, did you always want to be a talent agent? Is that something
No,
that-
I'm an entertainment travel writer. And
Is that how you got started?
entertainment? I started writing when I was 15. I wanted to meet the Beatles.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I met them a year later. I was the youngest person at the Atlanta press conference.
Wow. Okay. So,
You met the Beatles.
Oh, yeah. I interviewed the Beatles. We were in a press conference, and I remember so distinctly my mother, they wouldn't let in the room. And it was the day of the Instamatic cameras
Oh, yeah.
with the flash bulbs. First of all, I dropped all the bulbs. and then I picked them up, and all of a sudden they say, they're coming. And as they're coming, I aiming my camera, and I tripped over the television wires.
oh gosh.
And I feel somebody in back of me, and I turn around, it was John Lennon. And
No.
I'm thinking, oh, God, no.
Oh my God.
But
Did you get a picture with any of them?
Didn't get a picture, but they had me start off the interviews, and I don't think they liked me too much after I asked the first question.
What was it? What was it?
George, inasmuch as you're the only single member of the group, what are your marital plans? And he says, what about Paul? Paul's not married. I said, oh, Peter J. the Jaywalker says he is.
Oh, no.
You know?
Oh, no.
So that's how the interview started? Is that how it ended?
Well, I asked about 3 or 4 other questions, and then it ended.
So I guess you didn't end up canoodling with any of them.
No.
Oh,
no,
man.
but I
come
would have
on,
loved
Donna.
to. But I was right in the front row,
Oh, that's
All
awesome.
right.
and I got pictures of that too.
All right, Donna. Do you have any other exciting stories from when you were a entertainment writer?
Oh man, there's so many.
Because you have a lot of
stories.
exciting stories.
There's so many, and I can't even think of them now. But you know, I would set my mind on who I wanted to interview. When I first started out, there's a rule. You always went through the PR people. I never went through a PR person.
You didn't?
I wouldn't. I would call everybody directly. My first interview was Neil Sedaka.
Wow.
And he said, yes, can you call me back tomorrow and we can set up an interview?
Wow.
And I didn't call him back tomorrow. I waited 3 weeks. And he said, weren't you supposed to call me back? I said, yeah.
Why didn't you?
Fear, I guess.
Oh, wow.
Fear, I guess.
You were playing hard to get.
But I think the weirdest, you know, all the acts used to have me start off the press conferences.
Really?
And
Donna, were you a hot little number when you were young? Were you a little sex pot?
I was a good girl.
Oh, please.
I was a good girl. Larry King used to say to me, "Aren't you? Tell me you've tried stuff." I said, "No, I've never tried anything."
Really?
And
So
he
you
says,
haven't been to Miami Velvet or...
What's that?
Velvet.
I don't know what that is.
I'm just kidding.
But I think the weirdest press conference I ever was at the Diplomat Hotel. It was for Robert Kennedy.
Oh, wow.
And it was basically going to be for the Kennedy Library. They were talking about, all the TV people were there and the press were there, and I was invited. And I hogged the press conference. And I remember Kennedy said to me after my fourth or fifth question, he says, "Honey, are you a member of the media?" I said, "Yes, I am. I write for the school paper, college paper. Yes, I am. And I write for a weekly."
What did he say?
He says, "Okay, can you let the other
Give
people
somebody else a chance."
have a chance?" I said, "Sure." Then another guy, a young guy that I knew from other press conferences, got up. And then when he finished his question, I stood up. And Kennedy looks at me, and he hits his head, turns his back to the audience, and he does,
Not again.
No
"Not
way.
again." I made headlines.
You've always made headlines.
Kennedy tells teenagers to stay cool. Kennedy tells teenagers to stay in school. But as I was leaving, Mom says, "Let's get out of here." And she's pushing me out. And the PR for the hotel says, "You cannot do what you did." I said, "Why not?
But I already did
I'm
it."
media." And you could see I was on television. I was on everything.
wow.
So they were all ganging me. And my mom was pushing me out of there real quick.
Oh, wow.
Because you're not supposed to do
Yeah,
that. But that sort of silenced me because I never wanted to open my mouth at a press conference again.
Well, you
Oh, well,
left-
that's
you
too
left-
bad.
You left your mark, though. You did. What
But you
had to
did
do.
great, and you made the news.
I was a teenager, you know.
Yeah, but that's you. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do when you are doing what you were doing. You're supposed to make waves. You're supposed to be seen. You're supposed to be heard. That's what you're supposed to do. So I think you did a great job, and I give you an A+ and a gold star on your forehead.
Oh, thank you.
You're very
well. I got
welcome.
a silver star on my shirt.
There you go. Well, you know, you're older now, so you get silver stars on your boobs, but back then, a gold star on your head. How do you like that? Okay? Snorkel, snorkel. But listen, I want to move forward. So what ended up happening that you went from being an entertainment reporter, writer, and then you got into, how did that transition happen?
Well, I was working for another agency as a PR.
Yeah.
And it was kind of weird. The manager at the time of Famous Faces was my mother's supervisor at this insurance company, and she kept on saying, "Why don't you come to work for us?" And I said, I'm here, this
Right.
agency. I'm fine. So one day the boss calls me in his office. He had a habit of letting everybody go when they marked 13 years.
What? Oh, bad luck 13, I guess.
13 is a lucky number for me. And I no sooner walked out of his office when I walked back to mine, and I got a call from the manager, Famous Faces, and she says, Donna, are you ready for us yet? I said, yes.
Let's go.
Good
Yep.
for you.
And I started there.
Wow.
And I'm going on. I was there for 2.5 years, and then I left, and then I was back for Famous Faces, I believe, in, God, it's going on 25 years now
Yeah.
I've been back.
And was Paul the owner then?
Paul was the owner there.
Always
yes.
the owner, right?
Yeah.
So before we go any further, we're going to take a quick 1-minute break, and we're going to let one of our sponsors, Deckmasters of South Florida, do their thing.
Let's thank one of our guests, Deckmasters of South Florida.
That's perfect, Joe. And you can call John at Deckmasters, and maybe he can help you with your little problem.
What are you talking about? I don't have any problem.
That's not what I heard. Word on the street is you have a very small deck.
What? My deck is not small. It's fun size.
Yeah. That's what they all say.
My girlfriend loves my deck.
Oh, yeah? Then why is she always coming over and laying on my deck?
What? You have a deck?
Oh, yeah. And it's very big. And your girlfriend? She loves it.
I give up. Give me John's number. I give up.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, John.
I can help you with your problem. I am John, the deck master from South Florida. Damaged deck? No problem. Discolored deck? No problem. Need a new deck? We got you covered. I'm like the deck doctor, only better. Deck Masters of South Florida covers all your deck sizes. Decks, docks, boardwalks, pergolas. We got you covered. Big decks, little decks, no problem. You send me your deck pick, I'll take care of the rest.
Call Deckmasters at 561-255-7921. And we're back. We're back with Dona Kay Waterman, who is just an extremely amazing, fantastic, interesting, quirky mother. I love this woman. She's so dynamic, and we have so much to talk to her about. So, Donna,
Yes.
when we left off with you telling us about you being an entertainment reporter and how you transitioned into being a talent agent.
Well,
Here-
before that, a PR.
A PR person.
I handle celebrity PR.
who is your favorite celebrity, and who is your least favorite
All
celebrity?
right,
Dish.
My favorite, all-time favorite celebrity was Bobby Darin.
Oh, very interesting.
And the funny part of it is how we got together with Bobby Darin. I was 11 years old. My mother was watching This Is Your Life. And,
Wow.
and he mentioned someone who loaned him his first set of drums. And Mom runs into my room and she says, Bobby Darin just mentioned Joel Caswan. Joel worked for my mother.
Oh, wow.
So my mother called up, This Is Your Life the next day, and she says, Joel Caswan works for me. And I remember running into the office a couple of days later, and Mom says, quiet, Joel's on the phone with Bobby Darin.
Oh, wow.
And he wrote an introductory letter, and we sat ringside, and the first time I met Bobby, I would just like with my hands on the stage, just staring at him. And he nicknamed me Dobie Gillis. And we were backstage with him, and every time he came to town, we were with him. You know, an 11-year-old. He took on an 11-year-old kid.
Wow.
But I remember one time after the show, he invited us up to the suite because, and Bobby and my brother and I were in the elevator, and Steve Lawrence came in the elevator.
Oh, my God.
And he had just married Sandra Dee.
Yeah.
And I remember I'm asking everybody for autographs except this one woman. I don't know who she was. And because I didn't ask her for the autograph, she stuck her tongue out at me. Okay. Now, she's from...
Who was it?
It was Edie Gourmet.
No.
Oh, I was going to say Steve Lawrence.
It had to be.
Edie Gourmet.
It had to be somebody famous.
And I remember, it was funny because I remember her wanting a cigarette light. And Sandra Dee pulls out this thing and lights it. It was a musical lighter that played I Could Have Danced All Night.
I could have
And Edie went totally crazy over the lighter. And she says, "Where did Bobby get that?" She says, "Oh, Sandra says, I don't know, some fan." I said, "Excuse me, I'm the fan." I didn't like Sandra.
I get that.
Ah, that's
I
funny.
didn't like her.
Well, poor Connie Francis, who was,
Connie,
he was the love of her life.
Oh, yeah, shit, yes.
You know, he was the- and, you know.
We had, Connie and I had long talks
Yeah.
about him all the time.
Amazing how she got famous again. She got famous again with Pretty Little Baby right before she
That's
passed.
right. That's when I saw you because at the show that time she was there.
Yeah, that's
They
right.
didn't want me near her.
Very weird, right?
Why?
It was, I don't know. And Connie wanted me. I was going to go to London with Connie when she first started, when she first moved down to Florida. She wanted me to. I did an interview with her, and she wanted me to be her publicist. Luckily, I didn't go because there was problems,
Right.
serious
Yeah.
problems then. And but Connie wanted me to quit my job and work for her. And one of her assistants says, "Don't you dare! Don't you dare! You'll never be able to handle it."
Yeah. Yeah, poor Connie. I mean,
She was great. She was great people.
yeah, I was so pleased that she came to the show.
Yeah.
That was really one of the, right, Sherry? That was one of the most special things. Yeah, she loved it. It's one of the most special things ever. So anyway, so you've had a lot of really, like, experiences that most people don't get to experience.
Well,
You've done a lot of things that most people don't get to
You know,
do.
Did you ever try acting? Did you ever?
oh
do
yeah,
acting, Sharon?
I've done it. I've done.
Yeah?
Yeah. I did some stage and everything like that. Yeah.
Right.
And but you asked me a question. You asked me who I disliked the least.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And it ended up being one of my favorite actresses. And she's gone, so I can talk about it. I don't give a
I
darn.
love it. I love it.
Her name was Eleanor Parker. She was in a show at Coconut Grove Playhouse called 40 Carats. And
Was she a local actor?
no.
A famous actress?
Oh, yeah, she was in.
I never heard her
she,
name.
Eleanor Parker worked with Sinatra and
gotta
did
look it
whole. She did a lot of stuff. She was in Sound of Music.
Oh,
she was
was she?
the one that was engaged to Von Trapp.
Oh,
And
look it up, Eric. Look it up. Who's Eleanor Parker?
and I'm backstage with her at the interview, and I have my trusty tape recorder because I can't read my notes. So
Okay.
she sees the tape recorder and she lunges at me and she says, "And that thing goes." I said, "Okay, I'll turn it off."
Oh, yeah, she's an oldie, 1922.
And I'll turn it off. And I asked her a question, and then all of a sudden she jumps up and says, "Oh, this is ridiculous," and she storms out of the room.
Oh wow.
She had attitude.
What a
And
bitch.
and I
She
and
had
I'm-
rude-tude.
And the husband said something, and my friend, I don't know what my friend exactly said, but the husband says, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." I said, "I've interviewed everybody, and this is the pits." And he says, "I'm so sorry, I'll get her back." I said, "No, you won't get her back.
I don't
I
want her.
don't want
I don't
her.
want her,
Good for
Tony.
you.
I don't want her."
Good for you.
And then the PR called me the next day. He says, "How did the interview go?"
Horrible.
I said, "She walked out." He says, "I had a gut feeling you're going to have a problem here."
So he knew.
He didn't want to let me tell me because he was setting up all my interviews
Yeah.
with all the celebrities.
You know what they call her? Ella Whore.
She was worse than that. She was worse than that.
We don't like her. Forget about it.
No.
All right, so Ella Parker was your least favorite,
Yes.
and Bobby Darin was your most favorite.
Was my most.
So those are famous
Well,
people.
Bobby used to. I was the last person to ever do an interview with Bobby.
No, really? Mm-hmm. Are you kidding?
No. Nope. It was funny because I was in Vegas and I did an interview with Bobby. I saw I don't know how many times I saw the show, and Bobby kept on calling me and all that. And we were backstage, and present during that interview was Mimi Hines and Phil Ford.
That's crazy.
And Mimi also was really in love with Bobby. And
I think everybody was in love with him.
and I was the last one. I don't have a copy of it. I got portions of it. I can't find my actual write-up on it. I'm like, eh. And I remember this group comes in on his last night, and my last night in Vegas, comes into the thing, and Bobby says, "I want to introduce you," and they're saying, "Donna." I handled their publicity. He says, "Wait a minute, you guys know each other?" I said, "I handled their publicity when they're at the Newport." That's a place Bobby never wanted to play. He never wanted me to talk to him about the Newport Hotel.
Really?
And I said, "But everyone's playing there." All the celebrities are going there to play. But he didn't want to do it.
So it was appropriate that you worked at a place called Famous Faces.
Well, that
That was pretty appropriate.
And it ended up, yeah.
Yeah, that was very appropriate.
Yeah.
So I was excited when I first got signed to your agency. That's how I met you. Everyone recommended you got to go to Donna.
I kept on saying you had a Connie Stevens look at that time.
You said, it's interesting that you say that, Connie Stevens, because when my hair was blonde, that's what people would say. And then when I made my hair dark, people would say, I look like Connie Francis. And it was very interesting that that's what happened. But you always stuck out for me because you and I, one time we had, not words, we didn't have an argument or anything, but one time you called me and I was probably like 49 years old. And you had called me up and you're like, Sharon, because that's how you always called me. She'd call me up in a panic. Sharon, I need you to, whatever it was. And she called me up and she's like, how old are you? And I'm like, I'm 49. No, you're not. And I'm like, no, I am. I'm 49. You're like, no, you're not, Sharon. You're like 60, right? And I'm like, no, I'm not even 50 yet. And you're like, no, you're not. You're 60. And I'm like, no, I'm not. And I got really upset because I was like, no, I'm fucking not, Donna. And you were like, Sharon, I know you personally, and you're 60. And we were going back and forth, and I hung up with you, and I was like, I literally went in the mirror, and I'm like, my agent thinks I'm 60? I was like so
She
horrified.
wanted you to get the part.
It was for something for a 60-year-old. And meanwhile, I was like 48, and people, and like, I didn't think we never think we
Yeah, we always think we go for the younger parts.
But like, I didn't think I could pass for 60, but meanwhile, you were arguing, you're like, you're 60. I know you're 60. And I'm like, no, I'm not. And you were like, yes, you are. And I'm like, no, I'm not. I swear to God, I'm not. I'm not Donnie Kent. Like, I'm not 60. Like, we went back and forth. It was so funny. But, we weren't arguing. But I was so traumatized by that phone call.
I think a lot of people are because I said, because sometimes, and Deborah can vouch for this, when certain people used to come into the office, I said, oh my God, you're getting old.
Yeah, totally.
They would kill me. They would kill me.
Totally. But I remember being like just so horrified about it. But like, so, and I used to talk about it. I'm like, I have an agent, because people would go, oh, Sharon, you don't look your age. And I'm like, I know, I look older, right? And they're like, no, you don't. I'm like, no, I do, right? I have an agent who thinks I'm 60, and at the time.
But it's not so much the looks, it's how you can portray it. Sometimes,
see how she's backpedaling now?
Sometimes the agent can see things.
She can see you older. It's a little bit of gray.
Oh, yeah.
Can see
as soon as you put a gray wig on me,
can picture you.
Forget about
as
it.
soon as you put a gray wig on me, and if I have no makeup on, I literally look like I'm 75.
At least.
And I'm
look.
not.
Hey,
no,
look.
really. And I'm only 62.
And you know
No,
who you
really,
remind
I
me
do.
of still, even though you're not talking like her? Fran Drescher.
Totally.
Everybody says that.
Everybody.
yeah.
She booked Bad Boys because of Fran Drescher.
Totally.
It was a one-day thing.
One day thing.
One-day notice, and I'm thinking, what the?
But you know what was so sad about that? We could talk about that for a minute. This is no disrespect to any of the hair and makeup people, but they could not get the look. I knew what the guy wanted. He kept sending me back to hair and makeup. He wanted the jacked up hair.
Right.
Which I know how to, I do that.
Right.
And they could not get it. He wanted a Fran Drescher, big hair, like a...
Right.
And they couldn't get it. And
you do it
every time we
yourself?
would go back to the hair trailer, and I was like, no names. I know what I'm doing. Okay. And they wouldn't. And the guy was getting so pissed off, and I was like, I felt so
Did
bad.
you finally do it yourself? So let me do it?
No, I was. You're not allowed to.
Yeah.
You can't. You're not allowed to do it yourself. No. So it was really frustrating, that shoot. That was a frustrating shoot. And they literally sent me back and forth to the hair and makeup trailer.
Did they
and no
finally
joke.
get it?
No, they never got it. Finally, it was just that the director was like, forget it, let's go. And I was like, went from up here to like, wah, wah, wah. You get defeated. Because when, and you're just being sent back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
But you never know. You never know. I don't think a lot of times the producers and directors know what they want.
They knew what they wanted.
But sometimes they don't. Sometimes they don't. You can send the complete opposite. Like one thing, I think it was South Beach told, they wanted a heavy-set 30-year-old redhead. I did not have a heavy-set
What about a wig?
30-year-old redhead. I had a 70-plus heavy-set redhead. Guess who booked it?
He did.
70-year-old.
What about a wig?
They asked her back 4 times.
You just did the part right.
So
She read that,
it depends on how you can relay.
I did South Beach Joe twice. And it's so funny because it's supposed to be reality. But that show was so not reality.
Oh no, it wasn't.
Oh,
It
Steve,
wasn't.
yeah.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Most of the reality shows are now.
Yeah.
No, they're and you can tell because they're too.
Yeah.
I don't know the correct word. Pronounced. Do you know
Yes.
the where they're
It's
talking?
scripted reality. It's scripted
It's
reality.
based on stuff that really happened, and they're trying to reenact it. Yeah.
And sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't.
That's right.
You
never know what's going to hit.
You never know. But I remember, like on I'm Mordecai,
That was a great movie.
I had booked a lot of extras on I'm Mordecai, and Ellen Jacoby, who was a casting director, calls me
We had
the
her
day
on the show. We had her on the show.
the day before, and she says to me, she says, "Donna, do you have a Michelle Obama type?" I said, "Yes, I do." She says, "I need her for this to send her." I said, "Wait a minute, she's booked for tomorrow already as an extra in the art gallery." You know what? I am not submitting her to you because I don't want her to be taken away from the extra work or whatever that she's already booked for. Let her go on the set, and if they spot her, let's see what happens.
Did they?
Just before she was asked to go on the set for the art gallery, they said, "You come with me."
See, she knew.
She was the most. It wasn't Michelle Obama, but the character like, and she had lines.
Wow.
And
they gave her lines.
She gave her lines with Judd Hirsch, and then she was also a stewardess besides an actress. And she took a flight out the next morning. I get a call on Sunday night. They want her back on the set on Monday. I said, "Wait a minute, she flew out." I mean, she says they really want her back on the set.
Let them make it
And
happen.
I called her, and luckily I was able to get a hold of her. I said, they want you on the set on Monday. She says, oh my God, I'm in. She says, I'll be there. She got there.
She figured it out.
She got there. She
That's
told
what
them
we do.
she had to cancel the other flights she were doing, and she got on.
Listen, you're in a feature film with big stars, and they want you. You make it happen. You make it happen. That's amazing.
So you never know.
You never know.
Yeah, it could be total. The person also could be totally opposite of what they want.
Right. You never know.
Right.
You don't know. You won't know till you get there, but you got to be in it to win it.
Right.
You got to be in it to win
Oh,
it.
God, you watch that show, huh? When it's
I know that was the
New York Lottery.
the New York Lottery.
Oh,
so
that wa-
growing up and living in New York until 1998, I lived for that. By the way, I don't know if I ever told you this. This is a true story. I had gotten 5 out of 6 numbers back in the day in the New York Lottery. I thought it was the greatest thing that had ever happened to me in the history of the world. Now, back then, what do you win when you get 5 numbers out of the lottery back then?
What?
Not much.
Not that much.
You get like $900.
Oh, no. Oh, in New York, you mean?
In New York.
Oh, no.
And I thought it was the most magic. I was a single mom with a little baby, and it was the greatest. I was a manicurist. I was so happy. Well, after hearing about how horrible it was that I only got 5 numbers, and what a terrible thing. This is from all the birds chirping, right? Because when you're so excited, you come to work, you're a nail tech. Guess what? I got 5 numbers. Guess what? Oh, you poor thing. Oh, you poor thing. Aren't you upset?
No.
Aren't you upset? Aren't you disappointed? No, I wasn't. I was so
wasn't
happy
expecting it, yeah.
because I know I'm never getting 6 numbers. I already know this. So the 5 number, like, what? I got 5 numbers. Like, I was happy with 5 numbers, but everybody else was so disappointed.
Because they didn't win.
Right? So, people are always going to piss on your parade.
How much was the lottery worth, though, at that?
Well, couldn't even tell you. It was so far. It was in the 90s.
Oh, my brother. This is really heartbreaking. My brother it was the $11 million lottery that Sheila won, and my brother got 5 numbers out of the 6, and I think he was going to get 4,000 or 5,000 at the time, or was it more? And what the heartbreaking thing is, my brother used to get all these lottery tickets. He was a fanatic on them.
So was my brother.
Every number on the cards had the thing, except one number that was on every single one of the cards wasn't on that card number.
Right.
And he says, how did that happen? It could have been a glitch because he had it all marked out. It was probably a glitch in the system.
Oh my!
Because he had the whole
Yeah, well,
But he sold the ticket so he didn't have to pay the taxes.
Oh, that's
He sold it for $3,000.
all right. Well,
Yeah. Otherwise, you got to go to Palm Beach collect.
Oh yeah.
well. Anyway, listen. I'm just excited to sit here with you because, first of all, you and I actually did a music video together.
Oh yes.
We did,
Yes.
Joe,
Which one?
Deborah, we did with the Jonas Brothers. So they had a song called Cool, which you may remember or may not remember. It went, cool, 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 whatever. We were so excited to be in this music video.
Right.
And we were like dancing around a pool. We were like the crazy older ladies.
And I had blue hair at the time.
She had blue hair. She was so adorable. And I threw my bra at them and they caught it. And it was so much fun. And, it was just so much fun. But it was really bizarre because they ended up using the music video and clips from us
Right.
in a Coca-Cola commercial.
Oh, really?
Remember this? And
Yes.
I called her
I remember
immediately.
you contacted me.
I was angry because we should have been compensated
should've.
duly for this, and we were not.
Right. Because it was as is.
That's how you signed it.
But, well, it was a music video. So, music videos are certain. But once it goes into commercial use, you should be compensated separately from that.
And
I
it was
agree.
and it was sad.
And it was SAG. And they were finaglers. And I thought it was really gross. Really gross what they do with actors, and really gross that SAG didn't protect us. And I just, I'm SAG, I'm a SAG actor, and I just think SAG is so useless at this point. So I really do, and I'll tell them, I'll get up and say it on, hi, I'm saying it right now, SAG, you're useless. They don't protect the actors, they don't care, they just don't care. And I thought it was gross. I thought it was gross of the Jonas Brothers, because they're actors. They're SAG. Don't they care? Like, it was gross how we were abused. And I really thought that was
I remember
terrible.
one of the other talents calls. She contacts me. She says, Donna, I'm in Israel. I just saw you on TV.
In Israel.
In Israel.
It was an international Coca-Cola commercial
Yeah.
that we were in. And that was bullshit. But anyway, I digress, because me and my big mouth, that's why I don't work, that's why nobody calls me, that's why I don't get auditions, thank you, and whatever. But, whatever, because I have a big mouth and nobody likes it. But, whatever.
I'm
You
not
were so
disagreeing
amazing.
with you.
And who else was in there? Bonnie, was Bonnie in there? Who? The Spanish lady, the adorable Spanish lady.
Oh, I can't.
There was
think of
so
her
many
name.
cute ladies in that, and I was the token whore. But it was so so cute. It was such a cute video. But moving forward, so you continue to do amazing things. You were crazy and went on this open casting down in Hollywood, right?
Oh, yeah.
For what, Donna?
The Price is Right.
Let's give Donna a round of applause for The Price is Right.
Come on down.
Amazing.
Come on down, Donna. Come on down to The Price is Right. And you went on this audition. So thousands of people show up for this audition, right? Everyone's trying to vie for this spot. You have to impress the producers of the show in seconds. You don't even have minutes. You have seconds to impress them.
Right.
What did you do, Donna? What do you think you did that stood out from all of these thousands of people that got you chosen? That they said, you know what, Donna? Donna, you little vixen you, we're sending you to L.A. What did you do, Donna?
I shouldn't tell this.
You should. What's wrong with you?
At the audition.
Why do you think we have you here?
I didn't know if I was going to do it or not. Someone had told me, wear a wig. And I'm thinking, well, the year before, I did scissor kicks. I was able to get on the ground and do scissor kicks. But 13 years ago, actually, I'm a two-time contestant search winner.
That's amazing. That is so amazing.
And actually, it was kind of weird. Let's go back 13 years. I was at The Price is Right in California. And I had Ben Franklin pants on.
Now, what's a Ben Franklin pant? I don't even-
$100 bill pants on.
Oh. Okay, I didn't know what you meant when you said Ben.
Yeah.
So
And-
all the pants had $100 bills all over them?
Yeah.
No
The Price
shit.
is Right.
And everybody, when we were in line, because at CBS Studios, the main CBS Studios, you were being interviewed in a line, lines of people and all that. And people kept on hitting each other, and the producers that were coming around to interview you kept on hitting and watching. And my friend kept on saying, they're watching you, they are watching you. And the guy comes up to interview me, and he says to me, you don't like to talk too much, do you? I said, well, it's not that. I'm an interviewer. I get nervous when the tables are turned. And my friend smacked me. She says, you just blew it. So, okay, we blew that. We get back to Florida. 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, my friend calls me and she says, how would you like to audition for The Price is Right? I said, what? They're doing a contestant search. I said, oh, don't be ridiculous. They don't do contestant searches for The Price is Right. She says, Donna, they're doing it at Gulfstream Racetrack. Do you want to go? I said, okay, I'll go. Well, I let it all hang out at that time. Completely. Went completely berserk. About 8 weeks later, 9 weeks later, I get a call on my cell phone. It's a New York number. I don't answer numbers I don't know.
Right.
Right.
So I didn't answer. Next thing I know, the office number is ringing. And I looked. I said, what the? And I look at my phone. It's the same number. And I had to answer it. So I
Right.
said, and I answered it at the office. And they said, Donna Waterman, please. I said, may I tell her who's calling? She entered a contestant search for The Price is Right. And I'm thinking, and I started screaming bloody murder.
Oh, no.
I almost missed out on that. Okay. Now, flashback to this when they called me for this one that I saw another number I didn't know and I didn't answer it.
Oh
And I'm listening. I'm in the car listening to messages and I hear, Donna, this is so and so. We're happy to tell you you're a contestant search winner for the prize.
No way.
And I almost screwed that one up too. So, but it's funny because when the first time I did the Thanksgiving Day special, and when they flew me out, and I'm thinking, oh, I recognize these people, and the guy who did the interview with me says, I see you're wearing the same outfit you did on the audition tape. I said, yeah, I am. He says, but Donna, you've been here before. I said, yeah, how do you know? I said, oh, how do you know? You're the one that interviewed me. How do you know? I'm thinking, and then he kept on talking to me, and he told them I was a contestant search winner. And he said something to me, and I said, thank you so much. He said, Donna, I like your attitude. And he said, but you haven't been chosen yet. I said, oh, I'm already a winner. I'm here.
Right.
Good
Because
answer.
I like your attitude. Well, they called me. I had two talent of mine, one on each side. One was pulling me and one was pushing me. And that's when I did the scissor kicks.
Oh my God.
Originally on the Price is Right, they said, can we have Drew was saying, can we have a medic?
That's
And
hilarious.
he nicknamed me Miss Money, Lucky Miss Money Pants. And then the producer who picked me called me over to the side and he says, you were wonderful. And I said, I guess I made up for the audition here. He says, you certainly did.
Oh, good.
And then the following year we went back to visit and I'm in line. And when they go into a certain waiting area, you see monitors. And I look up and I said, oh, shit. There I am on the monitor.
Oh, no.
And the people are saying, she's here. She's here. That's her. That's her. And I said, why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you warn me, Stanley? And he says, I know better than to warn you about anything. And then this happened, and I sort of flipped. You asked me what I did on the audition. Flipped my wig
On the audition?
on the audition.
What do you mean?
Really?
Took it off?
I knew I had to do something, and Deborah's there making motions. I didn't know if I
So
would.
before you go any further, can we introduce Deborah?
Yes.
Because Deborah's like your sidekick.
Yes, she is.
Right, so this is
Close
so
friend.
Eric, let's bring Deborah into it. So this is Deborah Cohen,
Right.
and Deborah is one of South Florida's finest
Oh,
talents.
she's a
No,
rat.
you are.
is,
You
she
know
is.
how I feel about you.
Love you too.
Deborah is a fine actress
Oh, thanks.
and super, super duper talented, but you also are a great friend to Donna.
Yeah, I love her.
And you are very supportive, not just of Donna, but really of everybody in the South Florida acting community.
Yes,
You're there
I
for
agree.
everybody, and you're like a really another dynamic individual. You and I have also worked together. We actually worked together.
I'm like everybody's cheerleader.
Deborah and I worked together on The
cheer
Beach
everybody
Bum.
on.
Deborah had an amazing role on The Beach Bum. Deborah played, forgive me, Deborah, what was your name on The Beach Bum?
Well, I was Mrs. Lipschitz, but they called me like the tourist mom.
The tourist mom. So she was with Martin Lawrence. You were with Alan Frankel, and you had two little kids. Three kids. And you had your scene, honestly,
And Matthew McConaughey, too.
your scenes were the funniest scenes in the whole movie.
Oh, thank
They
you.
really were. Mine were the slut scenes, but yours were the fun scenes. Like you had,
I loved your line. What, are you making a burger back there?
yeah, I had,
That was awesome.
I had, memorable sex scenes, but you had the funny scenes with Martin Lawrence. I mean, they are unforgettable.
I'm going to tell you, they wanted her actually for 2 different roles. They were going to book her for 2 different roles.
I heard about that.
One was a prostitute, and then she was
I was
coming
on hold
back
for that.
and coming
We
back.
both auditioned for prostitutes. We were there the same day,
And I said,
prostituting.
Yeah, I told you not to leave, remember?
Yeah, that's right.
And I said,
because
she's
I
going
was
to do
gonna
a
leave.
prostitute? Are you out of your minds? And then they said, and the tourist mom, they want her for both of them. Well, I think they canceled out the prostitute
Right.
thing or
Because
something.
Yeah, we couldn't. Do
I said I
both.
could be a hoe by night and like mom by
Mom,
day.
that would have been funny. That would have been a whole nother scene,
Yeah.
and it would have been great. It would have been great.
But then didn't they want to see me possibly as the daughter at one point?
Right.
But then they said I was too old.
Right. And then
It is what
something
it is.
and then something else. They said, Donna, I don't want her for this role. We think she's better for this. And I say, what did you say? Are you out of your mind?
No, you were great.
But she
you were
was
perfect.
great. She was great.
thank
You were perfect.
I have to
got
tell
for
you
the right
something.
one.
The
Oh,
first
thanks, man.
the first thing Deborah ever auditioned for was for a cafeteria type woman, and she booked it. The first thing I ever sent her on, she booked it.
Disney commercial, Bounce Bounce Tigger commercial as a toy.
What? Well, no, it was a cafeteria woman.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, that was Bounce. And then I remember, Deborah didn't have any confidence in herself.
Oh, come on.
And I'm going to say what you told me. She says, Donna, what's wrong with me? Am I that ugly?
Oh.
And I
they
said,
never
what
booked
are you
me.
talking
They didn't book
about?
me that much that time.
What are you talking about? No, you're great. And,
Seemed like everybody was being booked around me, and at the time.
but she's a great talent, but she's an even better friend. And I love her dearly.
She's amazing.
I was right behind her when she was doing her, The Price is Right.
Price is Right
I said,
on-
"How do-"
Did you audition for Price is Right?
Yeah, I just came out of the hospital, so I wasn't feeling my best at the time. But she went right before me. I was like, "How do I compete with that?" There's no.
Yeah,
There's no
yeah. You can't
competing
compete
with
with Donna. Forget about
That
it.
was,
I
it
didn't
was
thi-
amazing.
I didn't think I was going to get it. But I couldn't pick it up, the wig up. I couldn't do anything. I had to go, oh my God.
She flipped
So
her.
okay, so you did in the audition. You flipped your wig. Okay, so let me ask you this: when they cast you, so we're getting the down and dirty on Price is Right. When they called you and said, "Congratulations, you're going to be a guest. We're going to fly you out to L.A." But here's the thing, Donna Kay Waterman. If you are so lucky and you do all the right things and you guess the right numbers, which that's not easy to do. You might get up to the 4 people, but you had to.
I was the first one called, but let me tell you something.
That's not easy.
No, let me tell you something that what happened. I was fine. There was nothing wrong with me when I went when we were being auditioned again, because you have to be auditioned again. I was dancing. I was doing everything. There was nothing wrong with me. You could not tell the way when they cut the TV thing where you saw it on TV. When they called my name, I stood up. I got a pain in my leg. I guess it was a Charlie horse. I could feel
Oh, my
the
God.
bulge in my leg.
Nightmare.
I could not move, and I'm thinking to myself, now what am I going to do? I hobbled in the aisle. Luckily, I was in the third row, and people were high-fiving me and all that. And I'm like, oh, you know, you could not tell. I'm like this, and I'm thinking,
She was hopping.
I'm in such pain. I don't know what to do. Now they have monitors. I think they have monitors backstage. And Drew comes out or whatever, and one of the things he's looking at me, and it's not on camera. He says, "Are you all right?" I said, "Yeah, no, my leg." And when I won the Jimmy Choo stuff, when they called, I had to go walk around on stage, and I'm thinking, how am I going to do this? I get on stage, and Drew's talking to me under his breath. He says, "You're not moving from my side. You're staying right where you are." And I'm looking at the film, and I'm thinking, shit, I was moving pretty good, but I couldn't really move.
Yeah, when you get a cramp, it's almost impossible to move.
It lasted. That thing lasted 3 weeks.
Oh, my
Wasn't it
God.
cramp?
It was 3 weeks.
You pulled a muscle.
Yeah.
And they had a medic for me backstage.
But let me ask you something. I need to know this. So there's 4 people. You're bidding on the Jimmy Choos, which, by the way, what were they? Is this
Jimmy Choo was I think it was a beige glitter bag.
Did you get the bag?
I haven't gotten anything at Jimmy Choo's yet. Yeah.
Okay, that's bullshit.
But no, it takes 90 days. It can take up to 90 days after the show airs
Fucking
before
Jimmy
you get the prizes.
All right, but listen.
It was
wait.
over $2,000 worth.
But you bid it right. Now, had you not bid it right, you wouldn't have gotten up there.
Not at that time, no.
All right. But you got up on the stage. Now, when you got up there, when it went to a commercial break, were they like, did the producers run over and go, "Donna, if you win this, you got to flip your wiggy"?
No, because
They didn't.
Drew wouldn't. When Drew was talking to me. When I won, Drew would not. You usually run up to the models
Right.
to thank them and all that. Drew says, "You're not moving." I had to do something, and that's when I pulled the wig off. I didn't know if I was really going to do that or not. I had a gut feeling, but they don't.
Did they like it?
Oh God! I thought one of the producers came up to me. He says, "I did not expect that," and I'm thinking, "How didn't you expect that?"
Well, I think
You know.
that in the history of The Price is Right, Donna, you're going to go down as the guest.
Twice.
The
Twice.
Yeah, but the most viral sensation because you literally flipped your wiggy.
Well, I want to tell you something. But I want to tell you
I mean,
something.
you literally like, whoop. You know.
But I want to tell you something. When you're I don't know if this other woman got the idea from me or because we were one of the last shows in December to film for the season.
Right. Did somebody else flip their wiggy?
She pulled her wig off when she was called to contestants row. She pulled her wig.
She got it from you.
Copycat.
Copycat. But it's a fugazi. Nobody cares. Fuck that bitch.
But I'm seeing
Right,
that
Joe?
the contestants are getting wilder and wilder now. They used to be so calm.
No more.
No.
If you want to be an internet sensation like Dona Kay Waterman, you better step your game up. You're gonna have to
shy.
rip something off other than your wiggy.
I'm shy.
If I get picked, you know what's coming off.
Oh.
You know I'm gonna be going. Woo!
You should do that.
I am totally doing that.
Not the full thing, but not the full
I might
thing.
have a sexy sports bra underneath that says,
Price is
"Come on down."
That's cute.
With 2 little arrows pointing down.
Oh, boy.
Sharon, you dirty dog. All it takes is 1 TNT, Tito's and St. James iced tea, and man, this becomes a whole nother show.
Cheers.
We're gonna have to go on pay-per-view next month. Donna, this has been so wonderful. I'm so impressed that you came all the way from Hollywood, Florida. Hollywood to come and hang out with us and share not all your stories, but some of your stories. We love you. I was so, when I called you and said, would you come and be a guest on our show? And
It
you were
shocked me, really.
why? You're so amazing.
I don't talk. I'm
Girl, you didn't
quiet.
shut up.
You've been going pretty good.
Give me your hand.
And I snort.
Give me your hand. She snorts, she talks, she blah, 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 blah.
I'm wondering what
Hey, this hour went somewhere.
This hour went so, it was a whole hour, Donna, and you didn't shut the fuck up, girl.
That's the best guess, though.
You know what? You got to come back. You got to come back and tell us more stories, because, girl, you need to actually write a book.
I've started.
You really should.
Well, I do a column for a newspaper called Around Town, quotes from the famous.
Look, she's still talking, this bitch.
And I'll half my interviews I can't find though anymore.
No.
The write-up.
Yeah, but the beauty of it
write-ups.
is you will remember them, and all you got to do is talk into a mic, and then you get one of those software things, and it transcribes it, and
But I don't do.
I got Deborah for.
I don't do so much the interviews today as I did back
okay.
then.
Yeah.
That's all right. But listen, Donna, we are so grateful, right,
Yes,
Joe?
thank you so
We're
much
so
for coming.
grateful. Deborah, thank you so much for coming in. It was great seeing you.
It was great
and
seeing
catching
you.
up with you a little
Thank you
bit.
for the picture.
But Donna,
Thank
thank
you.
you. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you. We
you.
love you. We love having you here. Thank you, audience. Thank you for
One of my favorite movies.
for tuning in and watching this episode, our 42nd episode. Thank you, Joe, for being here with me. And
Thank you for having me.
thank you, Eric.
Yes.
Thank you, Tony, for making an awesome cocktails. Thank you, Sherry, for being producer extraordinaire. And thank you, everybody. Please like, share, comment, do what you do best. And we'll see you next week. Thank you.
Woo! Yeah.
Come with Joe and I as we check out one of the many locations for How You Doin' Pizza.
So, Sharon, what makes How You Doin' so special?
The flour is organic. The tomatoes are flown in from New Jersey. The dough is fermented for 8 days. And it's a unique sourdough crust.
The mutz is local and cut in-house. The sopressata is flown in fresh from Chicago. And they always run monthly specials.
Well, let's take a bite. How You Doin' is always fucking delicious. 4, no, make that 5 locations. There are 2 in Boca, 1 in Boynton Beach, 1 in Coral Springs, and now there's 1 in Vegas too. Go to their website, howyoudoin.com, to find one nearest you, or call our personal favorite right on Palmetto Park Road in Boca Raton, 561-757-6434. How You
ya
Doin'
doin'?
Pizza.
What the fuck? That's it?
Yeah, Joe, that's it. Until next week, when we have another fantabulous episode of the We Talk Funny podcast.
If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to our show and leave a review on your favorite podcast platform at We Talk Funny. See you next Tuesday.
C-U-N-T.